Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the class. Students, today we will start a new chapter, that is tissue, organs, organ systems and organism. So here in this syllabus you will study about the animals and plant tissues and cells and tissue. So you know that all plants and animals, they are made up of the cells, and if there is one cell, that is unicellular organism like paramecium and amoeba, and in multicellular organism they are made up of many cells like we. Now what is the tissue? So you know, in cell you have studied that cell is that structural and functional unit of life, and here in case of tissue you know that when group of similar or dissimilar cells, they performing same functions and having same origin, that is known as tissue. So here tissue, they are different types in plants and animals. You know that in animals and plants, they both are different in the pattern of growth and in structural organization, so they have different type of tissues are found. So first one is plant tissue. So you know there is two type of tissues are found. First one is meristematic tissue and second is permanent tissue. So students, here in this figure, the given diagram, you will see that this one is the meristematic tissue. There in meristematic tissue you will find apical, lateral and intercalary meristems. So classification on the basis of origin, you will find the promeristems, primary meristems and secondary meristems. So first one is the apical meristem. So students, that one is stem apex. Okay, so stem apex is composed of mass of small and usually round or polygonal cells. Okay, now students, here you are seeing. Now next one is permanent tissue. So students, in permanent tissue, you know that permanent tissue that are of two types and they are non-divisible tissue, that means they are not divided further. So these are the simple tissue and complex tissue. So after that, one by one you will study here. So here you will find parenchyma cells. So its function, you know that parenchyma cells, that function is parenchyma store the food materials. Parenchyma plays an important role in photosynthesis and assimilation, excretion and secretion. Now next one is collenchyma. You know that complex tissue, students, that complex tissue, that is of two types. The first one is simple complex, second one is permanent, complex permanent. So simple permanent, that are divided into three categories. First one is parenchyma, then collenchyma, then sclerenchyma. So here you are at collenchyma. So you know that it is a simple tissue which consisting of one type of cells. Okay, and collenchyma cells are long and narrow. You are seeing here the transverse section of collenchyma in the given figure. So here you know that chloroplasts are also present in some cells, and collenchyma generally they occurs as supporting tissue in peripheral portion of stem leaves and floral parts. So what is the function of that collenchyma? So collenchyma gives the support to the plant, and collenchyma has tensile strength. It is very important. You observe that in windy days that plants lean but they don't break due to this collenchyma. Okay, this collenchyma cells, these also prepare food when they possess chloroplast. It is its characteristic feature that collenchyma cells prepare the food if there is chloroplast. Okay, now next one is third, that is sclerenchyma. So third, sclerenchyma, it is a simple tissue with lignified thick walled cells and that adapted for the mechanical functions. So the secondary wall chiefly consists of cellulose, but hardening of tissue, that is largely due to the deposition of another substance that is called the lignin. It is very important thing. Now simple pits are often present and cells are dead at maturity. So here intercellular space are absent, it is very important, and the cell which comprise the sclerenchyma, that are of two types. Here they found in two forms. First one is fibers. So fibers is greatly elongated with sharply pointed end walls, and at maturity these cells lose protoplasm. Okay, and second is after fiber, second is sclerids. So here these are short in length and the cells may be isodiametric or cylindrical and may be branched to form different shapes. You are seeing here longitudinal section and transverse section of sclerenchyma. Now